I'm really enjoying the shorter styles, and I really want to go even shorter. This is my hair right here. So my real hair is, the front is right here. I just want to be like really short. Like I want a pixie cut. I was actually thinking about cutting my own hair.
I just want to be like really short. Like I want a pixie cut. I was actually thinking about cutting my own hair.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I am going to talk about my hair and why I actually cut it this short. At the beginning of 2018, I actually had quite a bit of hair. I had been working on it, had been trying to grow it out for a while, and it was growing out. The one thing that I was dealing with was I had a little bit of heat damage. Against my better judgment, in late 2017, I actually visited a stylist that I was not familiar with. It was not my regular stylist, and the result of that visit ended up being some heat damage. And it was really significant heat damage because there was not just one place where I had heat damage. It was kind of heat damage at the bottom, heat damage like mid shaft where you had curly pieces on the end but then not in the middle, and then it was curly again at the root. So it was pretty problematic. My hair was not breaking, it was not shedding and anything like that because I had been, like I said, working on the health of my hair. So if I really had wanted to be like a straight natural, I could have done that easily. But I'm just not into wearing my hair straight all the time. I really prefer curly styles. So I'm into wash and goes, twist outs and things like that. In those type of styles, you really need your curl pattern to be intact, or sometimes they kind of don't look right. And since I went natural about 9 years ago, I've always been that type of person that if I have straight pieces in my hair, I just clip them off. But this was a situation that I could not get rid of the straight pieces because they were all in different places. So honestly, looking back, I could have gone to this length of hair on the first try. Went to my stylist and we started out with a bob. So she cut my hair in a bob. It was really cute. It got rid of a lot of the heat damage that was near the bottom, but it didn't really get rid of the straight pieces that were in the front. I still couldn't wear my hair curly. If I wore it straight, it looked really nice, but in its curly form, it didn't have the look that I wanted. So we kept going. I went back to her and she cut a little bit more off, this time in the front. So I had kind of like a fringy bang. This style I wasn't that fond of. I didn't like the shape of my hair at that point. It resulted in me having longer hair in the back than I did in the front, and I never really liked that look. That shape just doesn't appeal to me. We went back to the drawing board again, and this time I asked her for a taper cut. The taper cut was a hit. I got lots of compliments on it, And I really liked it because I could finally see the curl pattern coming back. Unfortunately, the front was still an issue. After wearing the taper style for a couple of months, I knew I was gonna go shorter. I needed to cut it short enough so it's gonna be a fresh, clean slate. This is when I decided to go to the barbershop. I selected a barber, I found a picture, and then before I made that appointment, I actually did call my stylist back and let her know what I was gonna do. Just wanted to give her a little bit of courtesy, just keep her in the loop, because she is the one that I predominantly go to. She thought it was a great idea. She thought the style that I had picked out was cute, and it was a go. The day that I went to the barbershop, I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because I had never gotten a barber cut before, and I just did not know how it was gonna come out. I was excited, but then at the same time, I was thinking about all those things that people bring up, like, is your head gonna be shaped right? So many things. But I went to a really great barber. He is phenomenal, and I got my hair cut, and I really liked it. It was super short at first, but after a couple of days, it really started to be what I had envisioned. That's how I got to this cut. I went in 4 stages to get here. Since I've had this cut, which has been a few months or so, I haven't looked back. It's been one of the best things that I've done, and I would not change the decision. All of my curls are intact now, and they're growing out the way that they're supposed to. And I'm super happy. I'm super happy. Sometimes it's really a big step for people to cut off their hair if they've been growing it for a long time, which I totally understand. But I also think there's a place to do something different and to explore some things that you haven't before. Sometimes we just want to start over. And I love all the stages of hair, and I love hair in all its different forms. So I like it if it's straight, I love it if it's long, I love it if it's curly, whatever. If it's short, I like it all. If you're thinking about going short, I would say do it. If you're sure you want to do it. If you're somebody that's on the fence and you're really not sure and you think you might end up regretting it, take some time to think about it. Maybe get a protective style and think about it, because it is a big step, and once you cut it, you can't go back. I would also suggest that if you're thinking about it and you're not sure how short you want it, just go in stages. I went in stages because I was trying to get rid of my heat damage, but looking back, I could have went short from the beginning because it's something that I really did want to do. I eventually got there, so it's okay. Nobody says you have to cut it all off at the same time. It is your hair. So start with cutting a little bit off, and then if that's good, cut a little bit more until you're comfortable with the length that you have. It's all good either way. In my experience with having hair this short, the one thing that surprised me the most is how quickly it has grown back. If you look at the intro I have to this video, you'll see that I had some parts on either side, and it's been probably a couple of weeks and they're pretty much gone. Maintaining any type of design or parts in this hair is super, super hard. In a week or two, it's gone. I spend a lot less time dealing with my hair. I use a lot less product. I feel so good. I just wanted to share my experience. I had a lot of heat damage, and I wanted to get a handle on that, and I wasn't patient enough to just let it grow out. At the end of the day, that's what it was. One thing that I noticed is that there aren't a lot of short hair YouTubers. And what I mean by that is that there aren't a lot of people that I've seen that cut their hair or did a big chop and they're maintaining it. I always see people who do a big chop or cut their hair shorter, and they're doing it because they want to start their growth journey over, or they want to immediately start to grow it out. I don't see a lot of people who are maintaining it at the short length, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I do plan on keeping my hair short for a while. I don't know how long, but I do know at this point it will be short for a while. And so I will be taking you on the journey with me and letting you see the different things that I do, the different products I try, any different designs or anything I get. I'll definitely share that with you. Make sure you subscribe so you'll be in the loop of anything that I do. If you want to share anything from your experience that you have where you've cut your hair or you're maintaining a shortcut, feel free to leave it down below. I want to hear all about it. And once again, I want to thank you for coming back to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.